welcome everybody to Real Fun Times with the Doctor, that's me,
And Snowy, that's me.
and we have a real fun movie to talk about today, Snowy.
A treat and a half.
I am stoked. But before we do that, I'd like to open today's show with a real fun fact.
Oh.
But I'm going to give you a choice.
Oh, goodness.
So,
okay.
would you like to hear about gambling or wildlife?
Wildlife?
Okay. China owns nearly all of the pandas in the world, including the ones you see in zoos. They rent them out for nearly $1 million a year.
Holy shit, are you serious?
That's what I read. I don't know the validity of it, but I tried to go to a reputable website.
I appreciate that you... Was it a .org?
Damn it! Should have gone to the .net.
Just go to Wikipedia. All that's true, right?
But isn't that crazy?
That's absurd.
First of all, how much do you love pandas?
Pandas are precious.
They're the best.
They're so cute. I'm a big fan of, and I've got a friend who I always sing the song to her. It's like our joke. Sexual harassment panda from South Park.
Oh, yes.
He's like, who lives in the east neath the willow trees? Sexual harassment panda.
I love that.
And I feel like I'm constantly, I feel like panda has become a very used part of my vernacular. I'm always like, you're a sad panda. You're a cold panda. Like, I don't know. That's my thing. Everybody's a fucking panda for some reason.
Yeah.
Like,
I support that.
Thank you.
100%.
Thank you.
I've always loved pandas, but particularly even more lately after my sister adopted her girls from China.
Mm.
And so it was like panda everything for the longest
time. That's cute.
time.
Now, did you know that, of the tigers in the world, most of them are in captivity, personally owned in the United States?
I did not know that, but that does make sense after I watched Tiger King.
Exactly. That was
a real eye-opener for me. I didn't realize that people had wild animals like that just chilling.
Yeah.
I've heard about like weird chimpanzee stuff.
It could be in someone's backyard. Like you don't, or in their basement. Or
would you ever go to a friend's house that had a chimpanzee and was like, come hang out?
Okay. When chimps get angry, or like they had that crazy strength,
they'll rip your face off.
They can. And I think they're cute, but I also, have seen them throw poop and masturbate in public. And like, I don't care for that. So I don't know.
Live more like chimps. That's going to be my 2021 goal.
Put that on your vision board.
We're going to do that chimp life.
Well, that was not the real fun fact I was expecting, but man, I enjoyed it.
I'm glad you did.
I did.
I'm glad you did. I wanted to change it up a little bit there in our intros because I noticed I'm not great about talking about myself when you ask me about my week. I'm like, it was great. Well, enough of that. You're very good. You go into details, there's stories, people, events, happenings.
I'm very busy.
I was all right.
Let's get into that movie.
Yes, let's.
Well, speaking of weeks, we launched the website. So that was fun.
The website. Love it. You guys, I wish I could have said I helped. I did. When I tell you I did absolutely nothing, I may have done less.
She kept me on track.
Snowy just fucking knocked it out of the park with that website. I love it. I love the way it looks. I love the blog. Buddy. I've got some ideas coming.
She has some real fucking good ideas. I'm amped. Like, I'm very excited about said ideas. So.
Yeah. So that's fucking great.
So yeah, I'm very excited to talk about the film today.
We have a fun one.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this. We should probably
get into that.
Get into that live watch intro.
I like it.
Let's do it.
Tonight we are watching the 1986 Stephen King thriller, Maximum Overdrive.
Ooh.
According to one Mitchell Huffman on IMDb, when a mysterious comet passes close within the Earth, machines all over the world come alive and go on a homicidal... Nope.
Were you going to say homosexual?
On a homo rampage.
Interested in that version.
Let's try this again. When a mysterious comet passes close within the Earth, machines all over the world come alive and go on a homicidal rampage. A group of people in a desolate truck stop are held hostage by a gang of homicidal 18 wheelers. The frightened people set out to defeat the killer machines or be killed by them.
You know what this smells like to me?
What?
The Stand with Killer Machines.
Huh.
Steven.
Have a new idea.
Oh, that cocaine. You know what we should do?
Cocaine?
As well as press play.
Sorry,
Wow.
not on sync there.
It's cool. I'm not anti, but good to know. Oh boy, that was illuminating.
Yeah.
Oh wow, lots to go into. We should probably start with the previews.
Let's.
You got to do your song.
The preview song. The preview song. It's the preview time.
Nailed it. If I could clap right now, you guys, I would.
Tonight our film is Maximum Overdrive, 1986, written and directed by Stephen King, based on a short that he had in, was it not Night Terrors, that's wrong.
I think I know the one you mean, but
yeah,
I don't recall
it's based
the name.
on one of his books of short
several
stories.
vignettes there.
Right.
Mhm.
IMDb gave this a 5.5 out of 10. Metascore.
That's not bad.
It's not, actually. I was very surprised.
What was the one that was higher? It was like 64% or something?
6.8.
Okay,
I
so
believe,
it's still
was,
lower. Okay.
Metacritic was a 24% Metascore and a 6.2 user rating.
24 is pretty good for Metacritic.
Yeah, because they love
haven't
to
been
like
below
lowball. Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes, 15% on the tomato meter, but 50% audience score. So a real differentiation there. Like I feel like it's pretty big.
Yeah, but I could
jump.
see King fans really liking this,
Certainly
supporting it, at
pulling an
least.
Amazon.
4.5 bot.
So we had a ton of people in this movie. Our star was Emilio Estevez, which, by the way, I didn't know anybody's name in this movie.
No,
nobody's.
No, they're you mean their character names?
Yeah, for sure. No, none of them.
I think his name was Bill.
In fact, it was. We know him. Obviously, it's Martin Sheen's son. Mighty Ducks, Young Guns, Breakfast Club, St. Elmo's Fire. He honestly hasn't done a whole lot in the last decade, and I'd say in the last 20 years, he's done a lot of voice work, a lot of like cartoons.
Sure.
But not a ton in the spotlight the past decade or so.
Yeah, I would say I haven't heard from him since the 90s, since the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, really. We had Pat Hingle, who was Hendershot. He was the crotchety old man who is a piece of shit who owns the place.
With a super thick accent.
Do you know who he is?
I do not.
That's Commissioner Gordon from the Michael Keaton Batmans.
Wow, of course.
Yeah.
Now I see it.
Exactly. Because I was like looking at him and I was like, why do I know this face?
But he's been in shitloads, right?
Indeed he has. He was in just a couple things that I was like stood out to me. Hang 'em High. He was the narrator in Land Before Time.
Oh wow!
I know. I was like, oh my god!
Before Time. Yeah.
I was having a conversation with someone the other day about how movies from the 80s totally destroyed us, and that's probably why our generation's so fucked. But you think about that, the Never-Ending Story and Atreyu and the horse situation and the quicksand and just a lot of stuff that fucked us up in these kid movies.
Yeah, they were not as careful as they are nowadays.
He was in the show Gunsmoke. I think he had, before he passed away in 2008, he had something like 127, 130 credits to his name.
Wow. Yeah, I feel like that's a very familiar face.
And he was in every cop detective show of like the 80s. It was in 70s. We had Laura Harrington as Brett. Most notably, she was in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, Polly, and Devil's Advocate. She's not really been in anything in about a decade that I could see.
I liked Devil's Advocate.
I love Devil's Advocate.
I thought it was a great movie. I thought Keanu was pretty good, and back then I didn't think he was very good in most things. In fact, I'm not sure still if he's very good in most things, but he does know how to nail certain things perfectly. And I think that's kind of where he's hanging out now, which makes sense. Like, love the John Wick franchise.
I love everything he does pretty much. I'm a huge Keanu Reeves fan. I always have been.
He's a great dude.
He seems like he's just the coolest
He's
and the
kind
sweetest.
Of celebrity that you want to endorse.
Exactly.
For sure.
All right. So, our high-pitched voiced bride in the movie.
Oh, God. Connie.
That's Yeardley Smith. And I was familiar with her background, and then when I realized who she was, I felt like a fucking moron, and you probably will too.
I doubt it.
She's the voice of Lisa Simpson.
Wow, okay, I will.
Yep,
I do.
Yep, here we go.
Wow, mind blown.
Yeah, and it's like I knew that, but I had forgotten, and then when I saw it on her,
she's a talented voice actress.
She is.
Yeah.
And she has made a very long and prestigious career out of playing Lisa Simpson.
Sure.
But when I remembered and I saw that, I was like, I am the worst. How, like, it was,
How could you forget?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it didn't sound like Lisa.
No.
In your defense.
Right.
So you wouldn't have been like, oh, that's
the only
Lisa.
thing I was like, oh, she was in The Legend of Billie Jean. Fair's fair,
Yeah, you did remember that, which I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds fun.
We talked about Hulter Graham, who plays our little handsome kid in the movie, who's our little sweetie pie kid.
I wanted to know what happened to this kid.
So, he ended up going on to be in the movie Big Fish, which is a personal favorite.
I like Big Fish.
The movie Little Women, the one with, I think, Winona Ryder from the...
Loved that Little Women.
I loved it.
In the 90s.
Mm-hmm. I did not see the
recent one. Fine. I didn't go ape shit for it, but I thought it was a fine go at it.
Okay. But most notably, for the past decade or so, he's been doing voice work in video games. Red Dead Redemption.
Love Red Dead.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Grand Theft Auto. Star Wars, The Old Republic. The Warriors. So he's really had a nice career doing voice work for them.
Kid.
Yeah.
I'm glad it worked out for that kid.
Just have a couple more that I want to talk about. We had Frankie Faison, who plays Handy. He's the driver of our scary truck. The Goblin truck. Mm-hmm. Just a ridiculous amount of stuff. Luke Cage, Coming to America, Cirque du Freak, The Vampire's Assistant, which I love. The Wire, which is probably my favorite show of all time.
Never saw it. I hear really good
Excellent
things.
show, but you have to, it's one of those, it's a very serious, you can't be in a lighthearted mood. Like, I think I'd like to watch The Wire right now. I'm just going to
throw on The Wire.
It's like watching, I want to watch Oz. I think I feel really good about things. I have to watch Oz. White Chicks. He was Hannibal Lecter's nurse and all the... Silence of the Lambs.
Know exactly who you're
Hannibal, Red
about.
Dragon. He was in The Langoliers, another Stephen King. Do the Right Thing. He's had a really long and fantastic career.
He's been around. That face seemed very familiar to me.
And of course, Giancarlo Esposito, who was dubbed as Video Player, who I love that in the last 20 years is really when he has exploded in his career. Breaking Bad, The Usual Suspects, Mandalorian, he was Moff Gideon. The Boys, Lex Luthor. Oh, he's the voice of Lex Luthor and Harley Quinn.
Yes, I knew that.
Which I did not, so I was like excited.
Yeah, that's cool.
Once Upon a Time, and in The Son of Batman, he was Ra's al Ghul in the cartoon.
Cool. Yes. I can see that.
And the last little thing I wanted to point out, because I saw the name and I was like, for reals though? There's a cameo by Marla Maples. Do you know who that is?
I don't know Marla.
That is one of Donald Trump's ex-wives.
Get out of town. Was she the one that was like, we made them?
No, I wish.
Oh,
God, no.
That woman was amazing.
No, she just had like a cameo.
Talk about
that. But I just thought it was really funny. And it's on her IMDb, obviously there's nothing about him. It's just all of the stuff she's done with the Dalai Lama and this and that.
Wow.
But I was like, oh man, I kind of want to go back and see if I can spot her somewhere.
Yes.
I thought it was just funny.
Yes.
So
and that's entirely doable to do that with this one, I felt, because I enjoyed this.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about my feelings.
And I'm just going to throw in there that the production company was DEG, which is De Laurentiis?
Okay, yes. It's a guy named Dino De Laurentiis. And since you brought him up, I'll go into my first real fun fact of the day.
Yeah.
Stephen King was hell-bent. He wanted Bruce Springsteen to play Bill.
Really?
He was like rock hard for it. Only Bruce Springsteen will do. Dino said, no, we're going to get
Hell no.
Martin Sheen's kid.
Right.
And that is how Emilio came to star in this.
That's how that happened.
Yep.
Oh, man. I think we need to jump right into this one.
I think we should.
There's so much to cover. And our first clip, we're calling this one, Not the Melons. We open up on, like, it's a starry outer space situation. Real janky. Real janky. There's the globe. Looks like someone's holding it up. It's so bad. It was like, oh no. And then a shitload of reading. Like a couple paragraphs. It felt
something like that about some comet is going to be there for like 8 days and this many hours and this many minutes.
A comet's passed by us. We're caught in the tail for a shitload of time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we zero in on a small town in North Carolina, Wilmington, in a bank where what's that thing?
The teller?
The little sign up top.
The marquee.
Yes.
Like it's a neon marquee.
It starts flipping out and telling everybody to fuck you.
We were like,
found delightful.
That was funny. And then we are met by a white linen suit clad Stephen King at the ATM.
He's the first character.
Yeah.
So ballsy.
I love how he's always in his movies.
I do like that. It's a very
he always makes a little cameo.
Stan Lee situation.
Yes. And the ATM tells him he's an asshole.
Yeah, the machines are getting a little bit of an attitude here.
A little feisty.
Yeah, and I am on board for it.
Little AC/DC.
Yeah, I'm digging it. I wasn't a huge AC/DC fan, but I think I like it more now. Oh, he flicked it at him.
Oh my God.
I would be so angry if a friend did that.
Just fucking dug up in their nose and then just flickety flick.
Towards me, anywhere around me.
God.
I love this.
That's fun.
What a great pick, me.
Good job, buddy.
Boop. An aggressive one.
What was on top of that car?
I don't know. It looked like a ribbon.
It's a real shitty gift.
Not
the watermelons.
Not my melons, officer. This is in the 80s?
86.
86.
Is he trying? Come on, buddy. You got this. Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
I love this already. I'm having a delightful time.
Far out.
Wow.
AC/DC's all over this movie. Like,
did they? I can't wait for the.
Did they put in money?
I can't wait for the previews.
A melon.
Oh shit! That old dude's fucking.
Oh man.
Pissed. Is that the original? It doesn't look like it.
That's the old one.
It's
the old one.
Right about that since it's the 80s.
Have you ever heard two adults more excited to see something filmed in their fucking state?
I loved that. I got such a thrill from it throughout the entire film.
The whole film. Every time you see something, we're like, and this looks like North Carolina. And this.
I'm not going to lie. It really elevated. It threw an extra reel in there. A little sneak peek.
Oh.
Sneak peeking. Guys, I got to talk right away about the soundtrack because you're going to hear a lot of it. First of all, I thought AC/DC was Kiss.
Which she literally found out half an hour ago when we watched the video for Hell's Bells.
We loved it so much, the soundtrack. Well, me in particular. And they did the whole thing themselves.
Yes.
And it's just so brilliantly what they choose to play when, especially that killing sound.
The wee, wee, wee. Yeah, I love it. I fucking love it.
Guys, I love AC/DC. I had no idea. I'm a huge fan, number one fan now.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go to their next show. They're still touring, right?
I think some of them are dead.
What?
I feel like the lead singer's dead. I could be wrong, but I feel
I'm so bummed out. I came too late.
Too late to that party.
Damn it. Well, okay.
Mhm.
I don't get to see Led Zeppelin either, so
Mm,
I get it.
I'm sorry.
But wow, what's going on in this movie?
We open on the fair city of Wilmington in the 80s, and there's a couple guys who are working. There's a couple drawbridges there. This was the old one, obviously, it was the 80s. Um,
That dawned
and
on me a little late.
they are playing cards. One's flicking a booger. It's a whole
Hated
situation.
that.
The doctor, who is quite a germaphobe, was not having it at all.
Seems like a strong term, but yes, I didn't care for
You
that.
don't like germs at all.
No, I
Like,
don't.
we're not like, she's not sharing a drink with you. She's not going to be like, hey, do you want a bite of this? I'm going to feed you with her fork. There's not, which me, I made the joke, just come up and spit in my mouth. Like, it's just,
God.
I don't care. And I think also that comes from years and years of working in some level of the service industry.
Oh my
because
God,
we're
I thought you were
so-
going to say years and years of people spitting in my mouth.
Oh, no.
It's like, good Lord. Pause, guys. We'll be right back. After these messages.
We'll be right back. The guys have not put the drawbridge up. People are going over it, and it starts to slowly go up. They can't control it. People are
The
dropping.
machinery starts moving on its own,
Right.
right? They do a nice little focus shot.
And then there's a truck full of watermelons. It starts going down. Some guy, like, he gets dropped in. People are screaming. There's an AC/DC van that gets jacked. And speaking of AC/DC, Stephen King was all about getting them to do the soundtrack. Rumor is that he was like, I'm such a huge fan of yours. He sang some song to them from front to back, from their like a album from the late 70s.
Yeah.
And they were like, cool, dude, we'll do it for you. And that is how he got them to do the soundtrack.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so into Stephen King in this movie. I'm loving everything he's doing. And I've been a fan of Stephen King's writings. Not all of it. He seems to be a little repetitive for my taste. So like I'll pick something up every decade and it's like, oh, okay, it's a fun. But he really brought a smile to my face on this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was
I'm so glad he did this.
his only
One and only.
Yep.
But what a shame.
Well, we'll talk about more about that later. That's
Or not. Because, well, he started strong. Woo! Oh, man. So, we should go to the next one that we're calling Dudes Love Seeing Naked People.
God, that's the truth.
That is the truth, Snowy. Dudes love nakedness. And I'm sure lots of ladies do. Maybe this is more of my hang up. I'm just not comfortable with nakedness, particularly my own. But just I don't think I would display nakedness about, but there's very tasty nakedness that can be displayed.
Tasteful?
Like, yeah.
There's taste in nakedness. Yeah, girl, there is.
Oh no, this has gone terribly wrong.
End quote.
I was trying to be so profound.
No, there definitely is. I thought there's very tasteful.
Like adult.
Yeah. There's stuff that I would definitely hang up. Like I'm really into like the Three Graces. I think there's a lot of really beautiful art featuring the Three Graces, and
Oh,
like
I don't know
they're
them.
often naked.
I don't know the Graces.
I actually got some stuff in the guest bedroom that's from like a Renaissance painting.
Yeah.
But again, but as far as like what we see here is just
No, the raunchy nakedness, that's something else. Different level.
Yeah.
And what's going on is that goblin truck. Now, did you know in your musings when you went looking through the interwebs that this is the goblin?
from Marvel. Sure did.
Yeah. Fucking cool,
Yeah.
right? I don't know how they got away with that. I don't know if you have any information on that.
I
but
don't
I'm
have any info about that. No.
Super glad they did because I thought it was great. Great
Yeah.
little touch.
Green Goblin.
It comes into our truck stop where we've met Emilio, who's the cook there at that.
Yep, working the flat top.
Right.
There's a piece of shit with a cigar who owns the place.
Yeah, that guy's terrible, and he's definitely being a jackass. Apparently, Emilio is on probation or something.
He's not clocking in and out the way he needs to.
He's taking the cigar dude's taking advantage of him and throwing it in his face, and like there's nothing the kid can do about it. Now, I'm gonna say about Emilio, this character, his efforts here not great. I didn't love this guy.
No.
Did not care for him. So they're in there arguing about the timesheets, and so who has to take over the frying?
The waitress who I affectionately referred to in my notes as Beth Bohair.
I love that. Oh man, so she's frying.
She's not doing a good job, guys.
Great.
As someone who's worked a flat top, she's not working it. She's not doing
I've never worked a flat top, and even I could tell this wasn't right. And she's doing that when suddenly a serrated, battery-operated knife,
like a turkey carving knife from the 80s,
just goes to town on her arm. I love that she bats it down, which I thought was hilarious because, oh my God, these machines, it's not that hard, guys. We'll get there. So she's like, oh no, my arm. And then it gets her in the foot.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's like, that thing attacked me.
Emilio comes to the rescue, right?
Yes, he does.
He goes to town with it. A hammer.
Like, I'm glad that you explained. He goes to town with it. Like, I was like, this is a whole different movie.
I'm taking you out on a date.
Took the cigarette and left before the morning came. So yeah, that's what's happening, and everybody that's in the truck stop, but you can tell they're all regulars. It's people that are there day in, day out, like the truckers that come through.
So that's going on in the kitchen, but meanwhile in the arcade, we get our first glimpse of
Giancarlo.
That's right. He's loving that arcade.
So young.
Such a baby.
Such a little wee babe.
I loved his outfit. He had a hat, right?
You love a hat.
I love a hat. And finally, a kids' baseball game takes a terrible yet hilarious turn.
Oh, yes, it does.
This soundtrack is amazing. I don't even know what just happened, but I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That was a wall full of naked ladies.
Truly. Have you ever walked into a room and there was naked dudes everywhere? Like a friend's house that wasn't a man?
Oh, no. It was a dude that was...
Exactly. Dudes love seeing naked people all the time. It's all over their walls and shit. Like, I don't know a lot of ladies that just have naked people about. Is she cooking that right?
No, I don't think so.
Thank God.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Oh my God. Oh, girl, you're going to burn your arm.
Oh, Emilio's got this. Here's an interesting question. Do the machines still go if they don't have a power source?
That's a good question. I guess we gotta find out.
Mm-hmm. He has loaded himself
as my mom
down.
says.
That's a fucking guy.
Oh, it's definitely that's old boy.
That's
from
fucking yes, it is.
Yeah.
Wow, my
like a very very young. Yes, buddy. One day you're gonna be part of the Star Wars universe.
So many universes.
Yeah,
Breaking Bad.
That's the word I was trying to say a minute ago.
Don't touch it. Star Castle, no.
Did it kill him, or do you think it's going to just take him over?
No,
and
I think it killed him. Do you keep going in there? Because at this point, you don't know what's up.
I think that he's going to get reanimated.
I don't think so, bro.
Guess we'll see.
Oh, we will. Ooh, face first, yeah, kid.
Safe. I like a baseball shirt.
Yes.
Like I like the cut. I like the 3/4 length sleeves.
Mm-hmm. I'm into all of that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, the kids! That's amazing!
I want to see that happen in real life.
Get away, kid! What are you doing?
Oh my fuck.
Hell yeah, kid. Now get out of there,
bro. And that good little soul is still gonna go to his coach. Things firing off at him.
They don't make them like they used to.
He's like, now I gotta run. Sorry.
Yeah, coach.
These kids are dead. These kids got fucked whacked.
Totally dead.
Oh my.
No. No, right?
Oh my god,
No,
the kid gonna
right?
get...
No way. Right?
Oh my god, he just got flattened! Ah!
I might love this fucking movie.
You say that now.
That was genius.
That's pretty good.
Damn. I'm going to say solid start Stephen King.
Yeah. Reverend Wonderful.
Happy Hour?
Give up on that there, Circuit Pie.
Oh, God. These guys are just...
I would have been great if he was talking about his penis right then.
So, how far are you going up the road there, Circuit Pie?
She's a chick.
Yeah.
Super young there, though.
Yeah. I wish I could wear hats.
I love that. I love both of those. I don't know that they work, but I fucking wear them.
I like... See, you look cute in hats. I just have such a huge noggin, I feel like. Phelps. Huge head.
Phelps heads.
Yep.
What you gonna do?
Whoa, what's wrong there, sweet thing?
If you don't
get your hand off my thigh...
If you
don't get your hand off my leg, you're gonna be wiping your ass with a hook the next time you take a dump.
Nice.
Yes. Wow. But I love this movie right now.
At this point, it is hitting all the fun notes that I'm looking for.
So many great notes. I don't recall a movie that has slaughtered a bunch of children like that. One doesn't come to mind.
No.
Do you?
Maybe The Wall, but like when they jumped to the meat grinder, but which scarred me when I was a kid.
Wow. So yeah, the baseball massacre is going down. The kid makes it though.
He does. Okay, I want to talk about the baseball massacre real fast. So the part that we just loved so much that you hear us and we're like, no, they're not. Oh, the steamroller.
Oh yeah.
Okay? So that was initially going to be way more graphic. They had this bag of fake blood that it was going to like roll over.
Explode?
Well, it ended up exploding in a way that they did not anticipate. And they loved it, and the censors saw it and they were like, no, cut it out. Like,
wow.
They were not having it.
This was R-rated and they still wouldn't allow it?
I guess not because it was a kid, I assume.
Sure.
We're like, a death's a death.
More blood. To
No,
me,
no, girl.
this little like 5-10 minute segment illustrates Stephen King perfectly as far as novels that I've read of his. Like the way that so the kid escapes and he's riding his bike through the neighborhood and like shit's jacked. Dead people left and right, and just the way they're like
it was the dead dog. I did not care for that.
The lady hanging from the window. That is so, to me, perfectly envisioned Stephen King.
The water sprinklers going off in unison.
Loved that.
Oh, so the whole bit in the beginning. So we meet one of the truck stop guys, and I guess I don't know if it's his office. It looks maybe like if he sleeps there. I don't know. But there's a
about
wall.
The nakedness?
Yes, there's a wall of just sprawled out bushes ablaze, like
Bushes
naked.
Ablaze is the name of my next CD.
Are you gonna perform it at the next Lilith Fair?
Oh yeah. Get your front tickets now.
God, I'm sure there's a whole sect that would love that. That's my friend.
I know that bush.
I don't know that bush.
Thank you for clarifying. I don't even know that bush.
Oh God, we're probably done here.
Probably should go on to the next clip, which we're calling, well, ain't this a tall shit? You recall what's going on here?
So we've met this married couple.
This is where we meet our newlyweds.
Mm-hmm. Curtis and Connie. And
Oh, Curtis. Oh, Connie.
who I feel like Curtis was truly the only character in the entire thing that I really rooted for.
Worth a shit.
Yeah.
And I didn't root for him at first. This beginning bit where we meet them was not feeling it, but ended strong with me, Curtis.
For sure.
Not Connie so much, had a lot of issues, which we'll discuss.
Yes. We're meeting them. They're just married. They're excited. They're going to go fill up with gas. They haven't seen someone on the road for a while, and they pull up to a gas station that is a wreck. They see a dead body, and she's like, Mister, are you alive? And I'm like, bitch, his head is caved in. No.
Yeah, that's right. And he goes to check it out, and didn't turn out so well for him.
No.
Because right around the corner comes screeching a big old tow truck.
Mm-hmm. Which, did you ever figure out the name of the...
His name is Mater.
Mater?
And I hate saying that.
Is that...
That's
I feel like that just sounds wrong. I mean, I'm sure I believe you.
I think it's tomato. I'm not sure where it comes from. But
I'm sure, but Mater, because he's supposed to be like a hick,
real
and
southern, real thick, real.
Yeah.
I don't care for it. So the last clip, we met our heroine, which I don't remember her name. It was really cool.
Brett.
I loved that. And she's dropped off at the tow truck place with the creepy preacher. And
she like skirts in there. She like takes control of the wheel. He loses a hubcap. He gets pissed.
Yeah. He's such an asshole. He gets out of the car and starts yelling at her immediately. And then she saves his life.
Yeah, when the goblin did
not like that. He got red eyes.
Yeah, and he tried to run him over, and she saved him, which I 100% would not have done.
Let's go back a little bit. There's so much to cover right now. Because remember when we thought throughout the entire film, why is it only trucks? It's not only trucks. Because through the montage of him going through the jacked up neighborhood, a fucking, what did you call those things? Walkman killed a dude. Another thing was just a car.
So here's the thing, though. This is my
the
problem.
The knife.
This is my problem.
The bank machine.
Right. No. But okay. But as far as vehicles, it was everything, but some of the cars, like Connie and Curtis's car, never
totally
did
fine. No, yeah.
And so and that was my problem with it. Like there was all these items that were sentient, and then they just weren't, and there was not an explanation for it. And I just need that extra. Just look, give me a little information.
It was problematic, but I just had, because I was so focused on it, completely forgot all these other little things that were killing people in weird ways. I mean, it's there's no good explanation. Nothing's given to us.
You don't have one? You did.
Well,
I'm done here.
Guys, here's your second real fun fact. We've had Stephen King on the line. I lured him with cocaine. Just kidding, Stephen. The next thing we see is the kid biking through the neighborhood. Weird shit happens. And then the amazing sprinklers, which are going off in unison at the exact same spots. And I loved that.
I'd say so, bro.
Yeah, man.
His head is smashed in. Oh my goodness. I think that
if you're near a building, it seems like there's a lot of ways we could evade these situations. But if you're out in the open, you could be fucked.
Nah, honey. Papa made it.
Papa.
You wouldn't want to refer to your man as Papa?
Papa, can you hear me?
God, I hate Barbara Streisand so much it hurts.
Oh, that's great.
Make sure that bitch didn't back up. So,
well, don't get in that car. I think that's a mistake.
Why does he want to face off with the truck?
You're not gonna make it. And why is that car not being possessed?
Yeah, why is it only it seems like the 18-wheelers and the tow truck
only trucks maybe.
Is it gonna go after him?
It's gonna remember.
Boy, ain't this a tall shit.
A tall shit.
You do what I say.
I don't know what that means, but I don't like it.
All I can think of is that shit Randy did on South Park. That took him off swirling off the toilet. It was a big mound of.
I don't know that one.
And he's
but that sounds hilarious.
hot. Why does he look like he got a sunburn and that he has been
sunburned
crying?
and so like he was just in the ocean.
Yeah. They did a good job though making him look like an Eastern NC guy that works at a truck stop.
Oh yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah.
I know 5 of those guys.
Oh, look at the little North Carolina flag. Bro.
No, bro. Hell no, bro.
He said, maybe I'll grow on you.
Tell me more.
What else is gonna grow, bro?
Brad, what a super awesome chick name.
That is a super cool name. Now, is this kid gonna go home or is he gonna find himself at the truck stop?
The water fountains are after him.
The sprinklers?
That's it.
I love how everybody's sprinklers like the same place, like. He's like, am I going crazy?
Amazing. I feel like it's in the wrong movie for sure, but I love that it's here.
Did a lawnmower fuck this person up? So during that clip, we were talking about, again, the tow truck and the thing from Cars, and his name's Mater. And I'm like, you know what I really love? A good tomato sandwich. Southerners, like, we love a good, like, tomato mayonnaise sandwich. And then she's like, I like it. Lettuce. And what's that meat? I was like, bacon. I was like, you like a fucking BL team? But I wanted to ask you, have you ever had a banana sandwich?
No.
Banana and mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise?
White bread?
No. Dude,
you don't know what you're missing.
I don't know.
It's delicious.
I don't know, and I don't think I'll ever know. Who? How?
Who hurt me?
Who did this to you?
We would eat them growing up.
Certainly not Cindy.
Oh, yeah.
Cindy did this?
Yeah. I mean, like, here's the thing. I am a mayonnaise enthusiast. Always have been. I mean, a cucumber and mayonnaise sandwich. Delicious.
Okay. I'm into that.
But, like, there's something, and not like a bunch of mayonnaise, but you got to do a thin layer of mayonnaise, white bread, banana, fucking, it's delicious.
So the sweet doesn't,
no, it makes sense.
What state is the banana in here? Are we talking super firm, very ripe?
I mean, you definitely don't want it when it's brown.
You don't want mush.
No, you don't want mush. I definitely think that
mush on the mayonnaise is just... Oh, man. So these newlyweds, let's talk a little bit. You know what? I want to talk about Emilio.
Okay.
Now that we have gotten to see him a little bit more, I can go into why I hate him. I didn't hate him as much in the live watch as I did in the rewatch.
Really?
For sure. I was so annoyed by his lackadaisical try at this character. This character brought nothing to the game. Everyone around them was bringing shit to the game, even annoyingly so, like our homie. What's her name?
Connie.
But Emilio was just like there to hang out at the beach and like be super stoned and drunk and bang hot chicks. I'm pretty sure that's what happened for Emilio during this filming. No hate. But just the character, he didn't bring anything to it. It was a dumb guy at a dumb truck stop doing dumb shit, but he got a super hot, awesome girl. And I hated that part.
And she was like on his junk from the jump.
And it was gross the way she was so about it for no fucking reason.
I could also tell you that's probably a crazy girl.
You know you might have something there because she was just like, you're a genius. Like,
you make love like a hero. Like, disgusting.
Like, Emilio may be a fine lover, but he's no genius. I can fucking guarantee you that.
No.
And I question heavily.
Collapsed after a day of gassing up trucks.
To be honest. Scramble them eggs. Okay, so that's going to take us to our next one, which we're calling Ice Cream Brothers. Can you tell us a little bit about this one?
Well, if you'll recall the Ice Cream Brothers.
I don't
Killer
recall.
Clowns.
Oh my God, those guys. The ones that went up to the top of the hill trying to fuck those girls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They had them some thick ladies. They were creepers. Yeah.
Yes, and they loved ice cream.
They did. God, they were all about it. So in this bit, this is more about the doctor than this is about the movie. but she needs a specific ice cream delivery system, and you're going to hear all about it.
I love ice cream trucks.
Same.
I know I shouldn't.
Why shouldn't you?
I normally don't support that kind of transportation system for my ice cream. You know, because it's open. There's too much that can happen there.
But they're in coolers, like.
I need to know the hygiene of the people in this
You're
truck.
hilarious.
I once, in the local town where I grew up, there was an ice cream shop that showed up a few years ago, and teenagers worked there a lot. And I once asked for a bowl, ice cream bowl.
Uh-huh.
You know, they have the little waffle cone bowl.
Yeah.
And she touched it with her hand. Didn't have gloves on. So I said no. They were real upset. They almost banned me. I was like, but she touched it with her hand, bro. He was like, I guess you're going to have to put on a glove, man. She's real upset about the ice cream cone. Make her a new one. I was like, in fact, this time, just put it in a cup. I don't want the cone anymore.
You are so funny.
Let me tell you right now.
Like, I get it, but I also, you know.
I couldn't, because she was the same girl working the register, dude. She was touching fucking money.
Oh, that's
and
gross.
she didn't
Okay, that's
wash
fair.
her hands or have a glove on. I couldn't, because I saw it from beginning to end. If I hadn't looked, it would have been one thing. And I was stoned, dude. I wanted that ice cream cone bowl so bad. And
So
when she
bad.
was all over it, and I was just like, I can't.
That's a dude, too.
That guy? The thinner one?
Like Clint Eastwood walking into the sunset, like.
What's wrong with his eyes?
So I got a little double vision, but it's clearing up.
Now I wonder if his boy is the kid on the bike.
Yes, it is.
What
Bro.
this motherfucker?
Go fuck yourself, first of all. Yes.
That girl's looking at him like, I'm definitely gonna bang
She's
Emilio
gonna
later.
fuck him hard. Oh, truck's ready for me now.
So like we said before, the doctor really is, you're just really into hygiene.
It seems that way, but I don't.
But honestly, that's common. Like, you should have on gloves if you touch food.
Absolutely. I don't think I was in the wrong there. I could have been less Drea about it. I'm not great at that part. I'm working on that part.
She seems like sunshine and sprinkles on this podcast, folks. And you'd think that I would be the more trying one of the two of us.
It's not so, guys. It's just not so. This John Wayne guy. What had happened to his eyes? Why was he all jacked up?
When the comet took over, and he was gassing up the truck, the gas stopped flowing, and he decided to take the pump out and stare at it, and then it shot gasoline in his face, which apparently blinded him for life.
That's right. That's right. In fact, we should just go on to the next live watch clip. We're calling this one
Shenaniganery.
I can't say that word. I have tried so many times to say that word, both in the live watch and now, and couldn't.
It's not for everyone.
I love the way it sounds, though.
Thank you.
I just
It might be a Noelism.
So what's going on here is
we got Beth Bohair in this scene. She loses her shit.
People are starting to die.
Yes.
We're losing them.
The trucks are the 18-wheelers. They've got a couple friends that have come and joined the party. They're starting to lose their shit. There's wrapping paper confusion between the doctor and I. There's a lot of questions. There's more AC/DC talk.
The asshole preacher bites it.
Thank goodness.
Or so we think. Unfortunato. And the trucks decide we're gonna circle the old bandwagon. All ominous like.
So what is it called? The Dixie Boy? Is that what it's? I believe that's what it's called.
I know Dixie's in it.
I want to
so
say
this-
brothers.
I think the truck stop's called the Dixie Boy.
Okay.
Now, this was filmed, this particular setup was 10 miles outside of Wilmington when it was filmed.
Okay.
Truckers kept stopping there thinking that it was a legitimate truck stop. And they finally had to put up a sign. They were like, this is a movie.
This is a set,
Keep it
live
moving.
set.
Yeah.
Oh,
we don't
that's
have any gas and
hilarious.
food for you.
I want ladies.
I don't know. Some lot lizards. That's what they're called, right?
I don't know. I imagined the actual lizard. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, that was
It's like, do we have a lizard problem in North Carolina? Seems like a Florida thing, but sure.
Yeah. Lot lizards. She's like, only one thing to do.
Fuck.
Yeah. That's 100% what she was thinking.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of thinking it. Fair enough, but what are you going to change it to?
Something more comfortable.
Oh.
For Christ's sake, don't just stand there. He's dripping all over my floor. Get him out of here.
Ew, guy.
Yep.
Such a dick.
I cannot wait for one of those big rigs
Yeah,
to just
he's going to get it.
destroy this dude.
He's going to get it. Oh, they're all lined up and
They're
shit.
ready to go. I'm gonna start wearing a bow in my hair like that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're definitely putting that in the social mids. Are all those trucks going to ram that fucking building?
I don't know. That guy's leading the way.
Unnecessary. That's also a machine.
He's like, hey, we're on the
Homie.
same side.
I'm your cousin. Ooh, I like those wrapping papers, homie. 1.5s. I can't do the 1.25s, too small, even for my little baby fingers.
I don't really know what you're saying.
Wrapping papers?
Oh.
Oh, adorable. How
They-
terrified would you be at this point? Because here's the thing. They either all ram us or they run out of fucking fuel. Does the magic that's possessing them also allow them to run without fuel? I have so many questions.
Yeah, why doesn't...
Why isn't this... Oh, right, because it's just trucks.
But why?
Love the soundtrack, gonna buy it tomorrow. I didn't know AC/DC was like this. What do you think about her hair dressing?
I hate it.
Yeah, it's bad. Keep it together, buddy. You got this. You can certainly outrun that thing.
That's kind of hilarious.
I can't believe that truck cut off. Like, that's crazy.
Look, her face got dirty really quickly.
Oh, that truck is fucking them up with no problems.
Nice,
Oh,
well played.
yeah.
Oh, nice explosion. Well, yeah.
80s, baby. Back when things
They
were
look-
real.
Exactly.
Dixie Boy. Oh, shit.
That's a pretty good explosion.
Love it. Look at, with all the green behind it.
Stop up there.
Call the police? Is that your first move?
Probably not, no.
I'm getting the fuck
Like, when I've
away
seen-
from roads and trucks.
When I've seen this type of shenaniganery, like all
Shenanigarity.
all-
Wait. Shenanigarity. Say it again.
shenaniganery,
Love it. I can't
When-
say it,
when
but I love it.
it's-
Shenaniganery.
been surrounding me in such a way, shit is awry. I understand this. Cops ain't gonna do, no. That's not,
Cops is not where I'm going with this.
no.
I gotta get off these roads.
Yeah. So one thing I will say about this movie, the budget was $10 million.
Okay, very low.
Only made 7.4 in the box office. Yeah.
That's lower than it should have, I
Yes.
think.
But man, those explosions,
On point.
they're great. And as you said, back in the day, they were real. You didn't have all the CGI bullshit.
Right.
They were awesome. They were real. It was fun to watch. I love a good explosion.
It gives you that what was that Tropic Thunder vibe of those explosions. Like you can feel the heat on your cheeks.
Yes. I mean, just they were so fun.
If you're going to explode, do it right.
Now, I will say there was one was it I forget what the guy's role was in the movie. He wasn't in the movie. He was a behind the scenes guy. During one of the explosions, something happened. He actually lost an eye.
Ooh, that's not what you want.
No, and there ended up being a lawsuit later. But
Sure. That's
but something splintered and
owie.
Yeah.
Safety goggles. OSHA would have been all over that.
Back with them OSHA regs.
You know.
Did we talk about the wrapping paper confusion?
Wrapping paper confusion? Is that coming up?
No, I think it was in that. I thought it was in that last bit.
Was it in that clip?
I think so.
What did we talk about?
You mentioned something about the wrapping paper, and I was like, you say wrapping paper, I think Christmas, fun festive colors. That's not what you meant. You meant rolling papers, correct?
Oh, yes.
And there was that whole confusion.
The 1.5s. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to that clip.
No, we were talking during the entire thing.
Podcasting. But yes, the wrapping papers. That's hilarious. You definitely went Christmas. I went marijuana. But that's usually the case.
Yeah. Classic off sync.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so the newlyweds narrowly escape, come to a screeching halt, and see the sign for which you were right,
Dixie Boy.
And he's like, let's go to this truck stop and call 911. Get help or something. They go over there, and by this time it's been surrounded by these trucks. They're going around. And what does he want to do?
He wants to, there's an opening that he sees, and he's like, let's go through it.
He wants to gun through it. And she's like, absolutely not.
No, bruh.
He's like, I know what I'm doing.
She's like, what are you doing, Curtis?
She was terrible, Snowy. So annoying. I'd say absolutely one of the low points for me.
Yeah, I would say her character was very annoying. I think that it was meant to be.
Yeah.
And so I do
I'll
think
give you
that she did a good job in that.
I'm not blaming her. I think the actress did what was asked of her.
For sure. Yeah.
I think she did fine as an actress. Way better than fucking Emilio, in my point. He was a waste of space.
Should have been Bruce. Can you imagine?
That character, good lord, really grated on the old nerves. But she's like, don't do it. So he goes for it, and what happens?
And
Crashes
they make
immediately.
it, but they crash.
Yeah, they get through the gap. You're right.
They
do
make
get
it.
through the gap. We'll give you that. But then immediately gets hit, and
She's pissed.
what a tumble.
Yeah.
I'm shocked they survived, to be quite honest.
Yeah, for real.
It looked like a tough crash, but she made it. And so that's how they hook up with that whole truck stop gang. And that takes us to our next one, which we're calling Boys Are So Gross.
It's true.
It's true.
One of the many reasons why I don't date them.
What's going on here, Snowy?
Well, my notes say no poop convos. Too late. Hates the jeans. Kill that dude. North Carolina State Police. So shiny. Let the kid live. Why so hated? Making love and problem solved. So that should pretty much update the viewer where we are.
Wow. Hats off, madam. I'm telling you, your technique, something else. Let's go to the clip, folks.
Let's do it. Dropping a deuce.
Yeah.
Reading High Society.
Boys are so gross, Snowy.
I know.
I would never have a conversation with you
You got a lot.
if I were doing that.
Well,
I thought you were going to say
I would
I
die
was
with
doing
shame.
that.
I would die with shame.
I was like, you already have.
Get the fuck out of here
you're
immediately.
gonna get us in an awful lot of trouble, man.
So you can't like sit on the phone and like pooping and talk to someone?
I
Oh.
think that's so disrespectful.
Talk to me, Joey.
You got everything.
This fucking guy.
Yeah, he needs to die soon.
Still alive is exactly what I was just thinking. How is he still fucking alive?
We don't want to steal it.
I got some money.
Wow, she's ready. Ready
Yeah.
to go.
I was about 20 at the time. Pity.
Shiny.
So shiny.
Just put that spotlight on me and I just
All right.
She wants to bang so badly.
Hard. Come on, kid. You can survive this. This is the most I'm invested in this fucking kid.
Yeah.
And people have died cruelly, even kids. So I'm not sure he's gonna fucking make it. I think I love AC/DC.
Are you their new number one fan?
I think so. I gotta figure this out. I feel real weird about it.
All I can think of is bugs in that spot
Beautiful
he's sitting
shot. Love it. I'm not hating what Stephen King's doing here. I'm not sure why this was so hated. It's not the best. The acting needs help.
I'll tell you one thing.
She finally got hers.
You should make love like a hero.
in. Ew. I hate people say making love. It's so gross.
I love saying making love.
Ew, you're so nasty. Don't talk to me. I hate it.
Oh,
That's all.
No bigs. We'll fuck,
They-
we'll hang. Stay away from the trucks. We'll be fine. What the?
What?
The fuck is he doing?
I don't. I'm grossed out right now.
That's horrible.
I don't. What?
That's horrible.
I don't. Why did he do that?
If someone ever did that to me, I'd just start.
Lick their finger and run it on your hairline and act like it was delicious.
Yeah.
A little. Hobby cats and things like that.
Good deal.
Ew, they're gross. I don't like anything. Song that's going on in this scene, which I thought was a sex scene or working up to it, is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Love that jam. It's so dark and moody and sexy. But then
It was Hell's Bells, right?
no.
Oh.
It was just like a
Just some
musical piece of
Sweet, yeah.
like, bow, wow, wow. Like it was nice. And then nothing happens. But then stuff does happen that they don't show us. But what they do decide to show us is what?
So it's them. It's Emilio
It's the after
and
cuddle.
and Brett and Brett.
Emilio and Brad.
It's a different
Share an
movie.
Affection embrace.
Postcoital, and she makes this disgusting comment about how he makes love like a hero. What
God.
just
What does that even mean?
disgusted me on a level
Like
that
a
I can't.
hero?
Look what
That's so dumb. Don't. You've been so cool. Don't bring all this dumb shit.
yeah. Don't you're crazy out initially, girl.
And then what?
And then he does this thing where he like runs his finger along her hairline and then puts it in his mouth and then keeps doing
Sucks it
like she's like seeping honey or something. It was repugnant.
So
we hated every
disgusting.
moment of it.
Boo,
I don't
two
like
thumbs down.
what I hate it.
Yeah, real bad.
Now, one thing we haven't talked about as far as AC/DC in this movie. So obviously they did everything but 2 songs in the film that weren't theirs. But the 1987 album Who Made Who is the actual soundtrack for this movie.
Is that right?
But it's only noted on the early pressings of.
Well, I need
The
an early
album.
pressing
I
then.
guess you do.
Because #1 fan.
Early
Brand new
pressing, get your
fan.
day started
love
right.
Everything that's happening. Real sad they're dead.
It's only
Real
I think
bummed
like a
out.
couple of them. Like
But that's gonna take us to our next one. And we're calling this one a slap on the bit. And what's going on here is Emilio and Curtis, they decide they're gonna be heroes, right?
mm-hmm.
For just one night.
Just one moment.
And they risk it all to save who?
That piece of shit preacher that the 18-wheelers got earlier that they just should have let him die. They hear him screaming. And they're like, you're gonna let him lay out there and yell all night? I would have.
But it's kind of good that they went out there because who else do they find?
They found the kid. They found
The
our
fucking
sweet little
kids made
kid.
it all the way. He's traversed this whole fucking thing.
And there he is.
Now, he went to, because he's such a good fucking kid, he went to check on the dude.
Who was yelling, and then the guy pretty much dies in front of him.
No, even worse. He grabs onto him and is like,
oh, that's right. Help me, or whatever.
I'm going to kill you if you don't get me out of here. It turns real ugly, real bad. And he basically holds him hostage. Like he's grabbing onto his, like he won't let go. And the kid's like, you're too heavy. Like, he's like, I want to help, but like I physically cannot.
Yeah.
And like the preacher's not hearing it.
Yeah. I weigh 100 pounds, sir.
But the guys rescue him and they head back into the fucking truck stop. Oh, a rat.
Those man animals would have lost it. Delicious.
Oh, doves.
And throw up.
Second breakfast.
Potatoes my ass.
Don't boil them or put them in a stew.
Don't mash them.
Stoops. This baseline's like,
Did he finally die?
nasty.
This baseline's nasty. It took me a second. You know who does a kick-ass bass? Primus.
I don't know Primus.
Well, actually you do. They do the theme song to South Park.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? Fucking help that kid, guys.
Oh, that's what that is. Cool, go help him.
Fucking help the kid. Christ.
Oh no. Don't kill Curtis. He's got to go back to his, like, whiny wife. They climbed the rope like they were in gym class. Like that
Yeah,
was...
I could not climb that rope.
Oh,
I'd
no.
be dead.
Yeah.
Leave me behind. Send me some rats.
Is my dad okay?
Your dad's dead, bro. Uh-oh. Ah.
Yes. All right.
No,
we
I think you just
need-
pissed it off.
We just
he
need
got
12
the back
more of
of it.
those.
Yeah.
We just need 12 more of those. Fuck off, bro.
Tough
How
break, kid.
You are
dare you?
Tough break, kid. He's the best actor of them all.
Truly.
Is it true?
Aww.
No emotions, no crying.
Mr.
Not in the
Headshot?
80s, mister. Boom. I don't know what that means, but boom, boom.
He called her a road twitch earlier. Which I don't...
Damn, I messed up.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, dairy.
I thought it was
Is that
gasoline.
explosive?
I don't know.
In your butt.
Oh. This guy can't stop eating.
Ew. I like blowing bubbles.
I do too.
Bubbles.
The other day I had
Remember
like a
that?
big thing with Dawn and like I squeezed it and all these like tiny bubbles came out and I was like, I literally, I was ridiculous. My reaction was like I was a small child and I'd never seen bubbles before.
I love that.
They go, they rescue, come back inside, finds out Dad's dead. He's upset as as you would be.
Yeah, kid's what, 12?
Yeah, something. Yeah,
Tops?
right.
He's had a day, this kid.
Yeah. Sees his coach get murdered.
Starting with the massacre at the
teammates.
baseball field. And then going through the neighborhood and just witnessing death and mayhem everywhere.
Yeah.
And narrowly escaping, having to go into the sewer.
Which we hate that we don't talk about this clip, but I say something about his face being close to the doo-doo water, and you were so disgusted by it,
I didn't care for that one.
and I love it. I think it's so funny. Your reaction, not what I said. Your reaction to it.
Sure. So that's going to take us to our next one. And we're calling this one, Everything Falls Apart. Because when I wrote down the notes for this segment, This is seriously, I've been having such a great time up until this point.
Yeah, exactly.
At this point, it
2/3 of the
derails
movie.
in a way that is just mind-boggling. I wrote, it just doesn't make any sense over and over, like a crazy person. But what I did gather was that the kid arrives, the little group is then attacked by a green moving thing that has
Some military type
a
vehicle.
fucking semi-automatic
It's got like a machine gun on it.
that can rotate.
Like I've seen them in like old school military movies.
I've never seen anything like that. That thing
I don't know
is
what it's called.
crazy. If that thing's real, then kudos, because wow.
Yeah. But of course, it's alive, if you will, and pretty much just holding them hostage. They use Morse code to be like,
This is the bulldozer, right?
Right.
Which I think is hilarious for, I don't know why, but for some reason, the idea that the bulldozer is the one that's sending Morse code cracks me up.
And the kid's like, I know Morse code. We learned it in Scouts.
This is another example of how critical 80s kids were to plots.
So critical.
Without this kid, everything falls apart.
Yeah, they don't know what's happening. And pretty much it's the truck saying, feed us, we need fuel. But we don't really ever get a thing if like, or did they make a deal? Did they not? It's not very clear.
It's not clear in the movie, but the intent is or else.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right?
Right. You're already holding them hostage. Like,
but the movie did not do a good job. Again, things
Didn't.
have gone badly here. I don't know what happened to Stephen King. Either he ran out of cocaine or got a shitload of cocaine.
I've been holding this quote all recording.
Okay, please.
This is a quote from Stephen King himself. I was coked out of my mind all throughout its production, and I didn't know what I was doing.
Wow. That's amazing. No wonder it was so good and so bad.
Yeah.
I've been there.
And another thing he has said repeatedly, he's called this a quote unquote moron movie.
Moron movie.
Yeah.
Wow. Certainly at the end here.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes, that definitely explains it all. So the bulldozer explains the machine's intent. These fuckers had to fuel up trucks.
Yeah.
Until the point of exhaustion, which I thought was great. Then the fuel runs out, as it would.
Right, and then the trucks, which are lined up now they're coming out of nowhere. They're just lined up
and
along
everywhere.
the highway.
They've
just waiting for their turn
to send the word to the truck community, come here.
Yeah,
for all your fuel needs and necessities.
And then another full fuel truck rolls up so that Emilio can restock the diesel or whatever.
And they're so pissed, the trucks. They're like honking and like menacing. Why are they fueling them up? It doesn't make any sense.
It makes no sense. Honestly, lyrically, this song's not great. But the music is awesome.
Fun. It's a good fuck. Whoa. So did they make a deal? Like, I'll give you fuel if you don't kill us?
I guess. Or is she so exhausted from gassing up the vehicles? I thought she was gonna make out with that dude.
I'm not sure what her deal is.
Charlotte.
I thought she was all into that dude, but now I'm not so sure.
Now I think maybe she's into the trucks.
She's into power.
And honestly, like the gas is gonna run out soon. I mean, like you have to have someone come and like.
Yeah, it's not gonna be indefinite. And all the trucks in all the world are gonna come to this gas station?
Yeah, like that's dumb.
It's falling apart fast, Snowy.
It's zeroed in on his wedding band. Something's gonna happen to one of them. What if something's gonna happen to her?
Definitely. She's got it coming.
I'd be okay with that.
Toads. I don't want him to go. When I thought I would have when I first met them.
Oh, those other trucks are pissed. We came all this way.
Well, I'm fucking out. What do you want?
So
It's
they're
cool he knows how to
cognizant.
do all this fucking shit.
Yeah, wasn't he the cook? Wasn't he like frying eggs before? That one guy, like, he's acting the hell out of his face. Like,
You can do it,
that's
guy.
a term, right? He was in Tu Wong Fu.
A man gets tired.
Why shouldn't he?
They're working us to the bone.
And just been pumping gas for so long.
It's just so ridiculous.
What?
In the heat. In the hot southern heat.
I can't pump another gallon.
I can't even do it.
I cannot squeeze another nozzle.
My thumb and my forefinger can't handle it.
The rubbed raw.
I got the blisters.
I simply cannot bear.
So here's Earth's.
This fell apart so hard in the third act.
So
I was
hard.
on board completely. I'm
Same.
gonna tell you the truth.
I was like 70% on board, but yeah. What is that?
And then I dreamt of Twinkies aligning the walls.
That's what it is.
Sounds delicious.
I'm so thirsty.
Her and her Ripley alien hair, like,
Very Ripley alien. Oh, good fucking snowy.
thank you.
So I was thinking during this clip that I think it's interesting how the machines went all in on hating the humans. Like, what do you think? What, is there a hidden message here? Is there something we're supposed to be gleaning? Is there a lesson?
Well, I think
Are we abusing the machines and that's why they got so fucking pissed? Because immediately they were like, fuck you, humans. Immediately called Stephen King an asshole, which he didn't like. He was like, this thing called me an asshole. Do you think he was trying to do a southern
I
accent?
guess. Which I don't know if we played the clip where I talk about southern accents in movies. I have such a problem with them
We
because
didn't play it, but go ahead.
it's everybody, it's like they do this antebellum southern accent, or it's like this Louisiana or like some really perverse version of this Louisiana Nolans like thing. And there are so many different variations. And like, obviously I'm from the South. Yes, I have an accent, but it's not, I don't talk like this.
I completely
Where's
understand.
my gingham skirt? And I like to be barefoot. Like, it's not,
I completely understand and apologize because I'm one of those assholes that always gets the accent wrong. Like, I don't get.
But you're not a
anywhere
professional
close.
actor. That's not your.
Well, how do you know? No, that's fair. I'm not trained.
It just irritates the hell out of me. Like,
Understandably so.
yeah, and I'm not. It's just like, I'm sure the way that we will like mess up a Maine accent, and there's so many like nuances
sure.
within the U.S.
And I was gonna say, for me, an Irish accent, I can't do it. I sure wish I could. Already.
We had a fun time trying.
I sure did.
A for effort.
No offense to anybody out there. I just love it. I can't do it.
Oh my God, what was it during? I was trying to do an Austrian accent during Hercules in New York, and I apologized to the entire country during the blurb.
Yes. That was good of you. We meant it, guys. Come on back.
I was very
Come on
sincere.
back to the pod.
Come on, you Austrian listeners. It's probably just about time to go to, was it our final clip?
I believe it is. And we're calling this one, How Dare You? Now, this is something that we do in life quite a bit, quite often.
We constantly yell this at one another. In the fun way, not like an aggressive way.
Not aggressive. Never.
Never aggressive.
Just for funsies. But what's going on in the movie is, I think, doesn't Emilio blow up the machine gun? Doesn't he throw a grenade in there?
Or is
I
it?
think there's grenade. There's
He
the
throws a
rocket
grenade
launcher
somewhere. Oh, the rocket launcher.
Uh-huh.
We didn't talk about the rocket launcher. This happened a little while ago, but it was asshole with the cigar.
Mhm. And Beth Bohair, she tries to use it. The machine gun thingy kills
We
her.
didn't talk about before she dies, guys. We've got to talk about her performance. She has the best line in the fucking movie, and it is
We made you, Tarib. I mean,
So she's just flabbergasted that the machines have turned
and
because
she just says it over and over.
we've created the machines. They can't turn
How
on
dare they?
us. No, she is traumatized. She did get,
Attacked by a turkey carver.
real bad wound, I would imagine. And shit's been going real bad outside. And she's not stuck with the brightest of the bright, including herself.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'd be upset. But I think she had a mental break.
Oh, for
Right?
sure.
She, but yeah, she doesn't make it. Neither does Cigar.
Right.
And they're chased by the Green Goblin because they decide they're going to run off and sail away.
Right. They're going to take to the high seas.
That's
and
right.
That's
and just in the nick of time, because at this point, what did the trucks decide to do? Which I told them to do, I don't know, an hour ago.
right. They're going to ram the Dixie Boy.
That's right. You run into the
Yeah.
building. that's
At least
where
they stopped filling them up, and then they were like, you know what? Like,
Yeah. A little too late, but they finally got the hang of it. I believe it's Emilio that bazookas the goblin. It was a fairly anticlimactic.
That happens in that when they go to the boat or something,
Mhm.
right? Okay.
Yeah, because they're running to go
Yeah,
to
they
the high
all
seas,
they
and
crawl.
the goblins
Mhm.
booking it right after them. So it gets real tense there for a minute. I'm sure there was some guitar situation. But then Emilio takes care of that. The survivors hop into that boat, and away they go. Wow.
Did he say if Jesus is coming, he is pissed?
He said someone was coming, but I didn't catch who.
I think it was Jesus. These
Amazing.
things are angry.
They're done with this fucking gas station.
Where's my gas?
Done.
It's time to get out of here.
Yeah, long past
Maybe.
time, guys. Saying, just go to any wooded area in North Carolina. It abounds.
They're literally everywhere.
It's so easy to get
Throw
away
a rock
from these
in
machines.
any general direction.
Oh, wow!
There goes the dirty boy, the Dixie boy, the dippy boy.
The dirty Dixie boy. I'm into it.
Found you one of those.
I won't say no.
I will say the explosions in this movie
Amazing.
are pretty good.
Grade A.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, until that third act, I loved it.
God, this
She's the worst.
The
I'm
worst.
really upset she's still fucking alive, to
I-
be honest with you.
Did you see that plane on that school bus? It took me a second to realize what was happening.
You're right.
Now, do you think they're going to come across any more survivors?
Ooh, good question. It's gotta be. The machines, while they're sort of together,
Burger Lean.
there's enough of them that are just kind of dumb like us.
This kid's fucking had it.
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, dude. He's seen some bad
He
shit.
has. It's been a rough 24 hours for this kid.
Oh, guys, just because it's an ice cream truck doesn't mean it's okay. Yep, that's right. Oh, wow.
Wow.
I didn't think that would happen, but all right. Let's
But
eat
I'm a
that
fan
ice
of it.
cream. Let's eat that ice cream.
Yeah, right? Raid that truck.
Uh-oh, Big Papa's in town.
Happy toys.
Yep, take the seat. That makes sense. Well, yeah, because I guess the boats aren't affected.
We don't know.
Oh, I guess you're right. You're
Only
right.
select vehicles are. Is he going to? What's this guy gonna do? Is he like honey? Is he?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
EOS.
I've actually got a very similar looking ring.
You're amazing.
Oh, I hope, like, yeah. He needs to get got.
He
That's a
didn't
guy.
know that I told you that in the beginning.
You said it about somebody else.
How dare you?
There's been like 17 dudes in this movie.
How dare?
How dare you?
How dare you?
Oh. That thinks that I eat this kind of shit for breakfast.
Ooh, you eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
Is that a rainbow flag on that boat?
It was.
I like it.
Damn, they won pretty easy. They made it. Stephen fucking King.
My last Stephen King quote of the podcast today. People have asked Stephen King, why haven't you directed a movie
Ever again?
Mm-hmm. And his response was, just watch Maximum Overdrive.
Oh, that's what did it for him.
That's what, yes.
He was really upset.
He has honestly been one of the biggest critics about this movie.
I didn't think
or one
it
of the harshest
deserved
critics, I should say.
that kind of criticism. I mean, certainly loved many parts of this. But yeah, I guess, you know, he's so good at writing. He probably set the bar a little too high for himself.
Mhm. Oh, I also wanted to say earlier, I meant to bring it up. Another quote from him that I had heard, it was something about during his party years, he was so fucked up he didn't remember writing Cujo.
Oh, I have heard that. Yeah, no, that was a great one though. He did great.
Yeah.
He works well under the influence.
Some of us do.
Some of us do.
Some
Some of us don't. We'll let you decide.
So I guess it's time for some real talk.
Let's get into it. Real talk. I should have just let you talk. We don't need two talks. There's too many
Real
talks.
talk.
I kind of love that now.
Not for real talk? Sure is.
Real talk.
All right.
Wow.
The first two thirds of this movie, I was like, it was fun. It was engaging. It was a fun little romp.
Fun times.
The last third, though,
Hard dive.
just
plummeted.
Yeah.
Bad.
I can already say though, I would 100% be behind a remake of this movie.
100.
Like,
But me oh my, the recap's gonna be a good time.
it's gonna be lit. I thought so. Like this movie, the beginning of it for me, so the first 2/3, it was fine. Like I really like the explosions. I think some of the writing was a little bit janky. I think the storyline itself, like I said, you heard me say in one of the live watch clips at the very end, I would 100% be behind a remake of this movie. I think that would be a very cool remake.
More than fair.
Maybe not with Stephen King at the helm. Maybe not that.
Right.
But I think that it was fun. The characters, there weren't a lot of people like to love in the movie. Like the kid and Curtis.
Yeah, definitely the kid was, to me, the standout for sure. Curtis coming in as a close number 2. Really enjoyed Brett prior to her meeting Emilio.
Right?
And then she became a shitty, just
crazy
dumbass.
girl.
Yeah. It just all her.
I
cool
love you. We're gonna be
swagger.
together forever.
Yeah, you're fuck
We're
like a
gonna be
king
babies.
and you're smart like a genius or something. I don't
Gross.
know. It was
Disgusting.
bad. I really enjoyed a lot that happened in the beginning, but as we know, for all of us, I think it fell apart.
Yes.
But there was a lot of stuff in here I really did like the music. For me, this has now surpassed my previous favorite soundtrack, which was Night of the Comet.
Yes.
This is number one. Now, it has not surpassed my favorite theme song, which I think will always be Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
What will ever top?
I can't conceive of something better.
Yeah. I don't know.
Some of the performances were great. Some of them weren't. The writing I thought was problematic.
Mhm.
I think the big picture was fun, but when it came down to the details, it kind of fell apart. But I'm really glad we covered it. I had a fantastic live watch.
So did I. We had
A
so much
really
fun that night. Yeah.
time. I really like this, and I could probably watch those first, 40, 45 minutes, no problem.
I honestly, I kind of want to watch it again, like when I'm not taking notes, when I'm not in its entirety, and maybe see if it makes more sense, but I don't think it's
Maybe
going
focus
to.
a little more.
Yeah, but I don't think that it's going to.
Yeah, sometimes we get a little carried away in our side chats.
I kind of feel like at the end there, they relied too much on that last paragraph to wrap things up.
I don't think I even read it, to be completely honest. No, I have no recollection of any final paragraph. But
I got nothing. Time to rate this bitch.
We gotta rate this guy.
Yeah.
How do you feel? What do you think?
I think I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
More than fair. Exactly what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm following that one with a 3.0.
Oh wow, it's been a while since you've rated something above me.
Yeah. I had a feeling that was the case for this. I liked elements of this a lot that I think you were just kind of like, that's
That's all right.
cool."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun time. So for the real fun time rating, that's what, 7.5?
2.75.
God, so close. There was a 7 in there.
There was.
Getting closer.
Nailed it. Well, that means
It's time.
for sombrero picks. It's your turn.
Is it mine?
It's yours.
Oh my goodness. This film that we will be doing next time. Society?
That's the one I just put in. I want you to pull Samurai Cop so bad.
I don't even remember you putting this in there.
I put it in last time. Like, it literally just went in.
I feel like we have done that almost 3 times in a row.
Yeah, it's like whatever was put in last. Like,
Sombrero's hungry for new titles.
You shook the shit out of it. I just saw it.
I did.
I saint it.
I shook it pretty hard.
Yeah.
You know what? It's meant to be.
So this movie I put in, apparently it's about a young man who comes from a wealthy family and shit just doesn't seem right to him. Like, it doesn't seem like the life that he and his friends are living is right, and then weird stuff
I've
happens.
never even heard of it. Now, what decade are we talking about?
80s. I think it's 87.
80s. Well, I'm already pro.
So what you gonna put back in?
We're gonna go with a little film called Showgirls.
Fucking love it. Super excited.
Never seen it. I'm looking forward to whatever that Sombrero brings next, but super stoked about Society and would love to hear from you guys.
Yes. So you can write us at realfuntimespodcast@gmail.com. You can visit us on the website.
Brand new website.
At realfuntimespod.com. And go to our contact page, write us a little something, like let us know what movies we should watch. What do you think? Rate us.
What are some of your faves?
Yeah.
What are some things that you hate but want us to review?
Right. Is there something that you just love so bad, Jesus. Maybe you do love it so bad. You love it so much, but it just people shit all over it.
That happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
Wait. Snippity snip snip.
But yeah, check us out, check out the blog, and then obviously follow us on the social medias.
Yeah, stay tuned. There's fun stuff coming.
Like, love, subscribe, heart, surprise face. I don't know.
Hey, tell somebody. Tell your neighbor.
Yeah.
Tell your roommates.
Tell your banker.
Tell your banker.
Do you have an insurance agent? Call them up.
State Farm?
Hey, girl.
What are you wearing? Khakis? What was that? That was a great
Jake.
commercial. That's right. Jake with State Farm.
Jake, have you heard?
Hit me up, Jakey. All right, guys. What a blast. Hope to see you next time. I bid you adieu.
Adieu.
Thank you for listening to Real Fun Times, your favorite movie podcast.
Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Real Fun Times. ReelFunTimes. Real Fun Times is produced by Drea Age, Rose Age, and Noelle Phelps. The thoughts and opinions expressed herein are solely those of the individual hosts. Nobody else's. No one's.
Real Fun Times is not affiliated with or connected to any of the motion pictures, music, or other clips played within this podcast. All movie clips and music included in this podcast are the intellectual property of the respective copyright holders. They're included here for review purposes, and absolutely no infringement is intended.
And lastly, a tip of the hat and a sincere thank you to our friend, Autopsy Summer Camp, for our rad outro music. To hear more of his offerings and collaborations, check him out on Instagram at Autopsy Summer Camp.
Whoa.
My hand acting is going to be legendary.
Oh, girl.
Or so
I'll
it's been
tell
said.
all the girls I know that like other girls.